Oh, sorry, my mic was switched off. Oh, bad thing to do. Yes. No, this is not a replay. This is me live. Hello. I'm here tonight, guys. Just thought I'd chill out tonight. Really, just have a chill out session tonight. So I thought we'd have a chat and tell you what's been going on and what's been happening and what's going to happen. Last night's chat was really, really good. Had a great night last night on here on YouTube. Was wonderful. So yes, Wednesday night. Normally will be out on Wednesday. What's so hot and sweet today? I've got a. I have today been working on a lot of tracks today, including some stuff from JoJo's album that we are not recording now. We are doing a version of Everywhere. We still have to write that song actually. So I've been trying to figure out lyrics today. And I wrote some lyrics on my lovely pad today. I'm going out tonight. Yay, Wednesday night. It's singing night tonight, isn't it? I know we will be out on Wednesday, but got to work. Yeah, I definitely will be out next week though. Next week I'll definitely be out with 2 seed break because I'm getting things. But anyway, I have been writing some new stuff down today. This is my new song I started to write today, and this is a lot of lyrics on here. That's basically about mostly it's for Nathan's album that's coming out next year, and I started writing it. Had a tune yesterday, and I just started writing some lyrics down, and it goes. I'll read it out to you guys because there's quite a little story. Might sing tonight. Oh, yes. Do me a favour. Well, I'll tell you what, right? If we ever get a chance to get Your Scars recorded, you really need to stop. That song should be out. Should be on. Your voice is amazing. Anyway, so I wrote this down today. I'll just give you a little bit of a preview of what this is. I'm taking my time to draw down the line. It isn't my crime. Going insane within my brain, taking the shame, who's to blame? Drowning into my soul, it's going underwater. But it's very hard to know when you're gone and losing control. The pain I feel, it's so unreal, but cut that bit out, because this is real. Comfort me to feel so free. It's inside me. I want to be free. Tracing the thoughts of the past. It's time it's built to last. We can't have this anymore. We need to be kept on finding the cure. And saying that's actually a line from JoJo's song, which is Release Me. And I was going to do a guide vocal for Release Me, actually for her. And I was going to sing it today, but my voice has kind of been too dry today, so yeah. So I was going to do a guide vocal of Release Me. Oh God, I just love Release Me so much. Oh God, but yeah. But JoJo's voice is just incredible. It's just so high ranges, and that head voice is just brilliant. She actually did Bohemian Rhapsody one night, and I should have been there the night she did it, and it was really, really. She passed it. She got a praise and award. She went, yeah, well done. But she's got a great voice. But like I say, guys, at the moment, busy schedules. Things are just busy. Yeah, that is. But yeah, good. Go and sing your heart out, my darling. Sing loud and proud. Yes. But yeah, I'll be out next week. I definitely will be out next week. I deserve to have a drink next week, actually. So next Thursday, I'll be out, and probably only one night next week I'll be out. Wednesday I'll be out as well. And if you're still watching this back, JoJo, I'll see you Friday as well. If you're still coming down on Friday, because I still have your you know what to feel. Yes. Now, actually, another thing I need to mention, the Wish stuff, right? This is becoming a bit of a pain in the ass. Right. So what I did was I put an order in for JoJo to order some Wish stuff. Now, this has been a nightmare for me to sort out. Right. Now, I've tried to put in her order this week. Now, obviously, Wish is great stuff for ordering stuff, right? And I kept everything in the basket that I kept for her. I thought, you know, I thought Monday I'll put the order in, right? So I put everything in the basket for her. There was some glasses, there was some little pins that was thinking about it, and then I put in the heart. The next minute, the heart has disappeared out of my the heart has gone out of my basket. So I'm trying to find it again. I couldn't find it, and it's disappeared. So apparently, Wish has just said that that I was going to put it through Monday, and I went, right, great, I'll put it through. Next minute, I get an email from them saying Wish cannot take any orders due to the Easter holidays. And I went, great. So they said because of the difference in time difference in China and that one, it's bizarre. So anyway, so they said, please bear with us, and we will let you know when you can start ordering again from Wish. I'm thinking, okay, that's fine. So apparently it happened to everybody. It didn't happen to me. It happened to everybody. So that's why everything was kind of like delayed. So it was like, shit. So I was kind of a little bit peed off with that. And then JoJo messaged me, says, why have we got to wait over another weeks or so for it to do? And I says, it's just the way they fucked it up. So Wish is being a bitch, as it is. But anyway, we're going to sort it out anyway on Friday. We will sort it out on Friday because we're getting I'm getting something. I'm going to actually order a couple of things off Wish that I fancied buying. Actually, there's these new Freddie Mercury pins that I've seen, and they're only for £1. Well, today I got an email off Wish, and they said apparently now that you can now order stuff on the site, right? And it's ready to go. But brilliant thing came through. The glasses were originally how much? They were £2, I think they were for thingies, but now they gave it free of charge. And I was like, oh my god! So the stock's going crazy and stuff as well. But Wish is becoming really, really very popular indeed. Becoming a very popular site to order stuff. So we are actually going to keep looking for stuff on Queen's Day. And speaking of Queen's Day, we are we're getting there now with it. Gaming Head's not very well, I'm afraid. He's been ill. He's got a bit of a cold and a flu and a head cold, and it's just not very good. So he is not well, and he is just coming down with some flu issues, and it's horrible. And the heat here has been not too bad. Today's been not too bad, but it's been getting warm again in this room. I don't know why. I haven't got anything on. So I haven't got anything on, to be honest. I was also today, when I was sorting up my laptop, I had finally fixed this thing. This is the cooler for my laptop. And this thing has been a nightmare to fix. Now, I bought this off, I think I bought it off eBay for £5, I think it was. It was a cheap thing. What's the cheap one I bought anyway? I was playing around with it today, and I'm thinking I'm never going to get this thing fixed. I need it for when I go to Mark's house because I'm going to film the Queen stuff, obviously. Well, it turns out I thought it was the connectors in here that had obviously blown up. It wasn't. It was the lead. So I had to get a new lead. So I've got this power lead. I've had this for quite a while. It's only a USB thing anyway. And I thought, right, I'll put that in. Took it all apart, cleaned it up, and now it's working absolutely fine. It's absolutely spot on. So this has been a lifesaver to me as well. I'll need to use that when I go to Mark's house. Which, in fact, Mark has been. I've now confirmed it with him now that the week on when I go to when I go to Mark's house on next week. When's I'm going next? It's next. When is it? I'm going. It's next Sunday. I'm going to Newcastle on next Sunday because I'm going to see Mark next Sunday. And he lives near the Life Centre, so he's basically near the Life Centre, which is really close. And I'm going to see him next week to start filming this this thing. So, other things going on today, which has been a bit of a crazy day. The laptop has been fixed and sorted and done. It's all sorted. I started put the camera on, the camera was awful. The noise on it, the horrible pixelated thing is absolutely dreadful. So inside it's not very good for the light on here. I put my Logitech one on and I thought it was good. When I put both cameras on though, I had this camera on this side, which was the horrible camera. Then I put this camera on, and I thought, oh, that might work out pretty well. So I did a recording test of it, put it in Cyberlink Power Director. I can't even get the thing absolutely spot on. The HD is terrible. HD is just no go at all. So I have to order another camera. So I'm hoping that there will be I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to get the same camera as this one to film the Queen stuff, because we want to try and do a different video this time. We want to do a like a cutaway from one camera to the other camera to film the Queen stuff, and it looks like it's going to work. We just got to find out how the hell we're going to do it, because I've only got one camera, and the camera on the laptop is not very good at all for filming the Queen collection, because Mark's we haven't got a setup as yet, but we're going to set it up in about like half an hour to get all the Queen stuff out, do a massive video. And we've decided, actually, a better idea is Mark's going to come on camera as well. I'm going to film it in exactly one day. And it's just better if I film it and I can come here and I can easily edit it. I know, guys, you're going to be thinking, but you're very bad at editing. It's just pretending I'm getting there. I'm getting good at it, actually. In fact, the videos that we're going to do, they're not going to eat my hard drive up a lot. We're going to cut them down to like 30-minute videos at least, so it won't be like an hour long video like we used to do. We used to do like an hour long video of stuff, and it was just really good. Then we can wing it through, but by the day we do it, it's going to be really good. So basically, we're very happy to do it. We're cool and cool indeed. And then we are having a Queen party on the Sunday, and we're going to watch the movie, and we're going to give you my reaction to it. And I think it's good if we actually do a reaction on video, so you guys can realize what you're going to hear. So it will be very interesting to do that. And in fact, I'll be meeting Mark's band as well. Mark's got a band formed, which is Mercury Rising, and it's to my honest opinion, he is going to do really well with that band. He's going to be amazing with that band so well. So he is doing really well, and he is just finding his niche of bands and stuff, with it. And it's great. It's really good. So things are good. So other things going on. Yesterday, when I came off the live stream yesterday, I went back into the studio stuff, and I actually dug out a song that Alicia wrote. Alicia is a very close friend of everybody we know very well. Alicia Diamina is from South Africa, and she wrote a song called "I Want It Back." Now, very weirdly, I went back into the track yesterday, and I listened to it again. The demo I did would say the demo I did, the drum side of it doesn't work for the drums. So we're going to change that song all the way through to Gothic mode-ish thing when Jade does her Gothic Songbook album, which will be coming out, actually volume 2 and 3 are come out this year. And we've had a chat on the phone as well about what we're doing with Restitched, and we have decided basically just to continue, just keep going with it. And she couldn't get her babysitter sorted out, which is a shame. But I've got a huge plan now that I've just managed to sort of the plan of action today on the cello thing, and I'm actually getting it all sorted out by Friday, and it should be spot on by Friday at least anyway. But it's apart from that, the album's coming together really well. But we just need to make a list of stuff that I need to do, and you wouldn't want to see me type out a load of things, but I've got an idea in mind what I'm going to do with it. So we'll get this ready by tomorrow's my last day. Then Friday I'll be going to Prud, and I'm going to go to Prud out tonight, tomorrow on Friday, because I'm going to see Mac, and it's going to be cool. So it's going to be fun. So yeah, guys, I'm just here tonight to turn up tonight, and I'll just give you guys updates tonight of stuff going on and everything else. Put an advertisement out there on another page today for a singer. Still looking, guys. May get somewhere with it. I don't know. I haven't actually had any emails today. The one email had come through earlier on, and it was Judas. No, it wasn't Judas. It was damn. I've got to text her back. She sent the wrong one. Jade sent me Judas over. Judas is done. It was Courage to Fall. Hold on, guys. Just got to give a message here. Well, it's the Courage to Fall was I wanted actually. Unless he's just unless Andy's forward that to me. Unless this is just the new version that he's done with him, don't know. I don't know. No. Nothing to do. I don't even know if this is the right version.
You're as pure as the dove. Speaking with Judy. Receive forgiveness, sins and inheritance.
No, we've already got that version. She must have accidentally sent the wrong version of it. She said it was send me the. Oh, okay. Okay, no problems. No problems. Long as that's it, yeah. So he's going to send me the VIPs a bit soon anyway. How much is the Judas for? Because the version Judas we're doing on her restitched album, we're doing it a bit more different. In fact, the versions that we're going to get from the version that Mac's doing, actually at the minute, he's doing an amazing job with the songs and stuff as well. I mean, last time I worked with him was probably 2 weeks ago. It was, no, 3 weeks ago it was, and we're doing really well. We're doing really well. Just waiting for the right time for it to be out, which looks like it could be back to what we normally originally planned anyway. It could be in June now because we think May's to be too quick to go out of it. So June is definitely going to be on schedule for what we're doing, and it's good. It's all good. It's all good. So I've been out today. Just been up with the dog today. Been up twice today, haven't we? Yes, twice today. She used to get 3 walks a night, but she's getting to 2 walks now. She's too much to bloody go out with. So she keeps looking at me. She's thinking she wants something, but she doesn't really want anything. She wants to bug me all night, which is one thing. But she's fine. She's fine. She's a good doggy. She's wonderful. Devin's Devin, you know what she is. Yeah. Miss JoJo. Yeah, that's Mrs. JoJo a lot. She's always keep thinking, when is she coming back? When is she coming back? And says, I don't know, Devin. She's got a busy life, Devin. Busy, busy, busy. I just also want to quickly mention yesterday, when I went offline, I still got messages coming through yesterday. It was unbelievable what I got through yesterday. In fact, if I go to my, let me have a look. Yeah. apparently My Best Days My Best Days has become to be a hit all over YouTube. This song apparently, and Alex pulled it off. As for the version that we were going to put out, we are not putting that version out now. It's JoJo's version that she wanted to bring up, but Your Scars is definitely going to be out, I think. But when the time comes to record it, we just wait and see. But we're going to be, as I said, we're moving a couple of songs over now to somebody else's for other artists we're going to do and stuff, and everything else that we're going to sort out. In fact, if you guys want to know something else, I'll explain in a minute. I need to go to the comments page. Let's just comment, say, yeah. I like the comments page. Let's do some comments. Let's go to my channel. I don't like the way that YouTube changes everything every bloody week on here. Isn't it, Devin? Isn't it nasty, isn't it? Yes. So I need to go to my community. And oh no, that was it. I don't know. You know, I keep forgetting where everything isn't on my channel because it says you need to look at your stats, and the stats are like there. But I need to find out where my things. I hate this thing. That's your fault, Devon. Right, we'll go to comments page. Comments YouTube. There we are. That's what we need. My recent comments up live on the channel. Why not? Might as well, since we are here. Also, we've also heard that apparently that I had a message from somebody the other day, and I'll tell you in a minute what that message was. Let me watch this up on TV. She's all right. Okay, right. So let's do some comments. Had a couple of comments from everybody. Everybody on this channel is doing really well. So I've got some comments to mention. So the first comment came through was from Mel's the Magnificent 81. What a name! What a name! He says 928. Look at Roger. That's the Milka videos. Yeah, Roger wasn't very happy with the video shoot of as you all know, the video shoot for the song Scandal. He doesn't like Scandal. Hates that video. Get out. Yeah, yeah. Roger doesn't like the. Roger doesn't like the. Doesn't like the. He doesn't like the scandal shoot. The scandal shoot. He says it was a boring video to do, and it was not his best. And it was fair enough. It was. So, but no, it wasn't very. It wasn't a song that I thought it was going to be really good to obviously get out, but obviously it's one of those things anyway. Deborah Markham. This is about the Brian Johnson thing. And yes, it is true. And Brian is coming back. Because it was confirmed on Facebook a couple of days ago. Brian is coming back to the AC/DC. I'm glad. And he says, me, Diesel back. He's happy he's coming back. Yes. So it's all true. So all those rumours that saying apparently that Brian wasn't coming back, well, they absolutely were true. Those allegations that I got completely, everybody was having a go at me saying that it wasn't true, he wasn't coming back, it was all this business. Well, they confirmed it because he is coming back. So, I was right. Irving Angular, weird name. 2 weeks ago, this is about the variations of We Will Rock You. If you've ever seen that video, We Will Rock You, the variations from the European print to the UK to the American print, well, you can easily have your own taste if you want to say it anyway. But this comment is very interesting. He says, fuck Queen Productions. They cut that Freddie Kiss part from the end, God Save the Queen, and they put it in the end of Bohemian Rhapsody. What a stupid video editing they've ever done. I just realised about that. Thank you for your video so very much. Thank you very much for your great thing. Really appreciate your invaluable labour. It's very welcome indeed, because I like doing stuff like that. Yeah, it's just the way they fucked up that video on the European print was rubbish. And the version on the American print is better. So, if you guys want to go and have a check of that, be my guest. because that for me is just totally things. Let's make sure we have any videos on there. Okay, I'm going back between three things here on this. I need a bigger bloody screen. Right, Brown Man Queen Forever again. Karen M, new subscriber. Oh my God, me too. I'm afraid does. I deny myself mourning because the pain was too great. Bohemian Rhapsody movie brought every feeling to the forefront of my mind, as I feel as though I know Brian very well. Well, Brian is Brian. Brian is legend. He has been very well for a couple of days because he's been suffering from a nasty infection in his throat, which has been very bad. This one came from Marie Grimes 3 weeks ago. Making of Highlander interviews. Of course, Who Wants to Live Forever is a dagger through the heart, but Just 1 Year of Love also gets me every single time. Need a box of tissues when I listen to it. Yeah, it is. It's one of those things where Who Wants to Live Forever is a really strong song to do. Indeed, it is really powerful. It's one of Queen's amazing achievements of writing. It is so really impressive with their songs. I mean, like I say, I've never ever in my whole life would have expected JoJo to sing Bohemian Rhapsody. That was an achievement and a half. And I have never seen any live video of it ever, but I know from the reactions that she's got from the people, they loved it. It was like, you can sing Bohemian Rhapsody? Like, my God, it's so cool. I had a question about the mega mixers. This came from Adrian, who was subscribed many years ago, and he says, "Are there any more mega mixers in the process?" No. I don't want to do any more mega mixers because I feel like you've got enough of Jeff anyway on the channel. You can't really put like love songs in a mix because the love songs kind of don't work. The ballad stuff worked out. I mean, the ballad things and the mixes of what it was, but there's no point going back in Tasman years and replicating the same mixes as before. You need to balance it out a bit better for it. That Jeff one took quite a while to do. Actually, it took like 2 hours to do that mix, and it was really good. I think it was really great. The first one I did got a lot of reaction to it, and they all loved it. And they should say we should do some more. And I did some for I did some mixes for a DJ. Steve, who is a good friend of mine, and we've been very good friends for over many years, and he has helped me out a lot. Been 11 years now we know each other, and he's obviously a professional DJ, and he's been doing it for many years, and he's still doing it to this day. And he's great. It's a great laugh. And it's nice when because when you try and find stuff, well, you can't find stuff everywhere. It's just really it works out well for it. It's good. And even like other friends come up to me all the time who watch Queensville. I mean, the guy that says, obviously, when's the next Angry Penguin video due out? Well, actually, it's very interesting. I've been looking at a lot of stuff about Angry Penguin this time, and I'm looking into some new stuff this time. We're going to diverse a little away from the things. The worst bands thing, that's going to be taking a little bit longer because I'm still looking for footage to do on Angry Penguin at the moment. There was a video that apparently I've got on my list here. It says Angry Penguin on Mario Maffei. Oh my God, you want me to do Angry Penguin on him? Well, it came from an idea from Gaming Head, I think, or someone had the idea for me to do it, and it looks promising. I don't know where to film it though. See, I can only film when it's certain, when Devon's not here and when my mum's not here. It's easy for me to film stuff when I'm in here. Oh, another comment came through last night as well, saying, "Where do you get inspiration for Angry Penguin videos?" And that's a good question. That, well, I watch a lot of YouTube all the time. I watch a load of old TV shows, and I watch a load of commercials and a lot of things. Actually, there is one video that made me laugh. In fact, I've recorded the audio for it, which is interesting. And it's a old McDonald's advert, It's not from the UK. Sorry, it's not from the States. It's from the UK, and it is hilarious. The guy singing on it sounds like an Al Jolson kind of mamma thing, you know, and it's really really hilarious. And I've got a I would love to reverse the track and do some weird things on it and stuff, but I have to find out what to do with it. I'm watching a lot of inspiration comes also from Victoria Lucas 83. If you've ever watched his channel, he is just brilliant. I love that guy to do on the buses or do something really hilarious for videos, because I watched all his videos all the time and I get so funny every time I just watch them. And he just parodies it. He just basically, what he does is he gets together some footage from BBC archives and he takes off all the audio and he redubs it in his own style to do it. He did a great video of Dumpton, which is Trumpton, obviously, the Trumpton series. He did Dumpton, and that was fucking funny as hell. He really did do justice on that video. So he did this thing. He did this song. There's a couple of songs in there. He did the policeman one, and then he did the what was it about? What was the one about? The driver of a train, and I just thought it was hilarious. Honestly, really good guy. But Victoria Lucas, he needs to do some more videos like that. He needs to, because his channel is so funny every time. Even the and I wish they got it had continued for a bit with Mel and Sue. I mean, in the 90s, when I talk about some late TVs in the 90s, I used to watch a show called Live Lunch, where and those two girls on the TV made me laugh so hard. They were bloody fantastic when they did that live show. It was so good. And because Princess Productions that started it off, they gave them a chance to do their own show, and they just got auditioned and say, "Hey guys, come on, let's do a live afternoon show," because just Channel 4's got anything on a live show. They did that. See, Channel 4 was going for a bad phase at that time because we were looking for shows to put on, and there was in fact, there's a show. I'm glad that this show is not longer going because it should have died. There's a show on ITV. Well, there was a show on ITV before they changed over their format, because ITV was trying to find different shows and stuff, and temporary shows and whatever else. ITV was going for a midlife crisis at that time because it was just going terrible for them. And this is about 3 years ago, before The Chase aired, because the Chase and Tue Nights just started out, and then you had the Dickinson's Real Day, which is still going to this day, but they're not making any more of that now because he's obviously retiring from that show. But 2 o'clock in the afternoon, there was nothing on ITV. ITV couldn't find a proper slot for what to put in. So they had a lot of shows on. There was a couple of good shows that started out. Then it got worse. And then, thank God, they went over to ITV2. Thank God they were on that station now. ITV2's a lot of shit. It's like teenage shit anyway. But what got me was a show that that really was so bad. It was called Who's Doing the Dishes? Now, I thought it was all about, right, I got excited to watch it, and I went, I wonder what this is going to be about. And I thought, oh, is it cookery? Is it going to be like how things are done and everything else? Well, first episode came on. It was a lot of rubbish. I just didn't have a clue what was going on. I felt like the crew was just in hyperactive mode, and the crew sounded like they were on drugs or something, because they sounded like they were all hyperactive and wanted to either beat the crap out of people or whatever else. Anyway, so all the crew comes on, and they're all like happy and everything, and then Brian McFadden is just getting filmed because he's been noticeable for what he was in the band for. He gets on the show, and then all he does, he doesn't look at the scripts, and he's like, he scripts on the front. And then there's like total nonsense about like, I was thinking, what is this program about? It's like, oh, it's teams that are competing in that. There's a total rip-off of MasterChef, and the show got into a lot of crap because ITV, well, I think ITV have been basically sued for the show because they were just copying off MasterChef and it wasn't even their show. So that explains that rumour. But as soon as that ended, then you had these game shows that came into it, and then ITV couldn't find anything at all. And then all of a sudden, ITV out the blue, a year ago, they get a call from I don't know who actually produces the show because it's kind of a bit thingy. Judge, there's a guy called Robert I can't remember his name. Robert Rinder on ITV. A lot of bad things about that show. First of all, you would think the cases are real, which they are. But this is the thing about that show. That show should never have aired on ITV. It should go off ITV and go on ITV2. It's an absolute rip-off of Judge Judy. Judge Judy is the best. It's the best ever. Everyone watches it all the time. And I love Judge Judy a bit. I think she's great. But when you're watching this Robert Rinder thing that goes on, basically they basically ripped off the idea from Judith Shandlin. So they wanted to say, well, we can't really call it Robert Rinder in court. So and he's not a judge because he's a training judge. He's not actually a judge in real life. He's not. He's only basically there as a training judge. He's actually trained to actually go to court and rule his rulings on it. But all they do, all of the cases are stupid because some of them are not even. Some of them are not even kind of relating to what I mean. Fair enough, yeah, they're doing like all the right things for them, but it doesn't make any sense because there's one about animals, one about a car. It's all about like claiming it. It's like, what we'll do is, but you guys have got to give your own thing about it. And it's weird how that works because that's only set in Manchester, where they filmed Jeremy Kyle show. Jeremy Kyle is, for me, it's a great show. That's all I'm going to say about it. But the thing about that show is that the Robert Rinder thing that comes on is it just does not make any sense. Why is it right? They're laughing. I don't understand this at all. You've got an audience because they're not actually real. It's not. They're only sitting there doing bugger all. So they're supposed to be the jury there. It's not even a jury. It's just an audience that want to sit in the courtroom and do that. So what do they do? They just want to laugh at a joke that's been made. That, for me, is putting off the main thing altogether. And if he's trying to put something to being real, it doesn't make any sense because you're kind of thinking, well, I'm sitting there I'm trying to hear what he's trying to say. These guys are like taking the piss out of him. They're laughing their heads off for like, why? It's like, if this is supposed to be a serious show, why is it you cannot even decide? And why are you clapping and why are you applauding as well? So you guys, seriously, it shouldn't be that way. So they're kind of just thinking, oh yeah, but ITV has to make the rules up. We have to make all these rules up and stuff as well. So, and I've seriously just turned it off, and I went, that's just not right. It's just stupid. It is really silly. So, ordinarily happy with not my sort of thing that thingy's on it. I mean, ITV should move that over to ITV2 because ITV is just wasting their money. They're wasting all this money on shows they're bringing out. I mean, two of the shows have been successful for the past 3 years. It's probably Tipping Point and The Chase. The Chase has been really popular, but ITV's thinking about moving that show now to a nighttime slot because obviously we've got Millionaire back now with what's his name, Jeremy Clarkson in it, which I'm glad that he's doing it now. But I think they should move that to a late slot for like the thingies on that. I mean, fair enough, they're doing like tape versions where they're doing like audience ones. Then they're doing like 5 shows in. They do 3 shows in 2 days. 3 shows in 2 days. Then they go an extra 2 days for the extra 3 shows because they're trying to show as much as they can to get in much of the thing of it. So ITV's got to think, right, we're going to make some money and we've got to try and get these shows together and everything else and do it that way. And it's just as it is. So that's ITV was going through a bad crisis at that time, but saying that ITV's going really well now. It's doing well. It's good. All right. Okay, let's talk about something else now. Let's talk about something else that happened to me today as well. Right, now I was on a walk with a dog today, and I walked up to Tannin Farm, which is only about, it's not very far from here, to be honest. It's a lovely walk up there. Nice walk in the afternoon, about 40-minute walk with Devon, and it's just sweet. Now, I rang up my local bus company, Go North East, and I was discussing with them, I was trying to discuss with them on the phone about a bus travel. Well, actually, it's about the way that they're charging the passes for singles and doubles and everything else. So here's me going out. Here's me going down to. Here's me live chatting to them. Actually, it was interesting. Apparently, they said that because I was charged. 10 seconds. Get in and lie down. Lie down. Lie down. Hey! Lie down. Lie down. Anyway, so on the phone to Go North East, and I'm literally trying to get through to them, but I couldn't get through to them. So I go on the live chat, and I said, as I was complaining to them, actually, I said to them, you guys charge £2.30 for a single from Town and Farm up to Asda, Borden Asda. And I said that this is incorrect. You should guys, you apparently you charge me from Hilton Castle Arms to the place. The bus does not actually stop at Hilton Castle Arms. Hilton Castle Arms is nowhere to be seen in Town and Farm. Hilton Castle Arms is like 5 minutes down the road, about 10-minute walk down the road from where I live. So on the phone, I'm on this chat room today, and I'm talking to them. I'm thinking, you guys have to understand this, because our commuters are right. You should be charging £1.60 from Town and Farm, Blackwood Road. Will you stop it, Devon? Lie down. Lie down. Not going out. You can charge £1.60 for a ticket for going up from Town and Farm to Thingy, which is correct. But the GPS system apparently has a delay on it, which is a bit bizarre. And they said that we will rectify it. We'll pass this information and rectify the problem as soon as we can. It turns out apparently it was actually the GPS system that was wrong. And she said, when did this happen? I says, it happened in December. And she said, oh, right, okay. And she says, have you got your ticket on? Have you got your ticket that we can have a look at? And I says, I don't have my ticket on me at the moment, but I can rectify that issue. And I'll tell you right now. You guys need to really have a long think about it and see what you can do. So literally, they went there and they said, "Oh yeah, we totally agree with that. It's right." So I'm somewhere with it now. Gary's here. Hello, Gary, mate. How are you? Good to see you, my man. Yeah, you missed a good chat last night. Last night was great. JoJo's been on. She's off now. She's off tonight. She's going out tonight to Riley's. Going to sing Hot Out tonight. She hasn't sang for a while because her voice had been getting a lot. She had a bad cough and everything. This dog is doing my nutting. You not Devon? No. No. Go and lie down. Come on, bedtime. 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 No, we're not going out. Get up. Lie down. Maybe Devon just wants attention tonight. I know what she wants. She isn't getting it. Because my arms are hurting, Devon. I'll actually be waiting on packages today. And oh God, honestly, I can't believe it. I can't believe what eBay has done as well. Right, talk about Wish before. I'm going to talk about eBay now. Right, eBay. So apparently eBay. Is that nice, Devon? Oh, this is good. So apparently, eBay today have also had a problem as well with those guys. They've said to me, "Hey, no, the metalhead, let's see, man." They said to me that packages also been delayed. So nothing from So nothing from Wish, nothing from eBay. So eBay, apparently eBay's now being delayed in packages again. I've been waiting ages for I ordered a MIDI cable for my keyboard, which is here. And I thought, great, I'll come today and I'll get some stuff done. Nothing came. And then I looked at my phone, cover phone. Apparently it says it's due on Friday. I'm not here Friday, I'm away. So luckily, I will be getting it down Friday night when I get this sorted out. I got my screen protector yesterday. I did. Yay! Screen protector came. And it is now looking a lot better than before. I can't even see that crack at all now. Much better than before, actually. But that, and this phone, by the way, brilliant. That phone is a piece of shit. I mean, I'm still keeping this phone. This one I'm still keeping, and it's still charged. I think it's still charged. It's not. This phone, this Motorola phone. I wouldn't say this is the best phone in the world. This phone is crap. It's the worst phone I've ever bought. But this one is amazing. Samsung phones are good. So Samsung Galaxy A6 is absolutely amazing. I'm back from Weathersea Caravan Park holiday break. Yeah, I know you went away, didn't you, mate? Yeah, because you wouldn't see you for a couple of nights. Stopped an extra night up because of bank holiday Monday. Traffic was very chocker. Well, it would be, wouldn't it? Because it was crazy. Gary, I've got some news, mate. Next week, is it next week? She goes away. Next, Jade's coming down to Yorkshire. She is. She is going to see Disturbed. Yes, good band. So Jade will probably want to say hi to you if you're around the area. But yeah, she's coming down to Yorkshire soon, and she's going to be looking at that as well, which is cool. So yeah, and Nathan's been at a what was he been today? He's been at a funeral today, so I wasn't able to get in touch with him today. He's been a very quiet guy for some reason, very, very quiet. Doesn't seem to be messaging me a lot. No. So yeah. Thanks very much, Northern Metalhead, last night. Great chat with you last night. It was great. We will get a chance to get JoJo on a longer chat. Like I say, she's out tonight, so it's kind of like she's only here like 5 minutes. And but she's actually weird. But she hasn't. I don't think she's got Wi-Fi, but I think she's got unlimited. She's got unlimited data on her phone, and that's why she can only watch this for a limited time. That's one thing. She comes on here for like a couple of minutes, and then she's singing. But she's great. So if you missed any of the live streams this week, Gary, go and watch yesterday's live stream. All will be explained, because I'm not explaining it again because it's too much to go through. I have been listening today to a lot of new stuff. I tell you what song actually I did a good I did a DVD for my dad, which was a Led Zeppelin DVD, and I've put Greta Van Fleet on there as well. And my dad is going to freak out when he hears Greta Van Fleet. It's like, my God, like Led Zeppelin. It's like, oh my God. He's a Led Zeppelin fan. He loves Led Zeppelin a bit. So, yeah. So, guys, if you want to go see yesterday's video because there's some news about stuff going on. I heard a band this morning, and I've heard the song for a couple of days. Sound very similar to Disturbed, and I think Jade would like it. Valley's Eve and called The Fire Burns. Fabulous track. And I heard the new song from who was it? For something? For Fuel 4 or something it was called. The guys out of Armored Saint, and played Armored Saint song today. And actually it's off the previous band that they were with anyway, because they got 2 bands now. And but fabulous track coming this morning. So listen to a lot of new stuff today on Hard Radio. I played some great stuff today. Greta Van Fleet is getting me a lot now. I love that goddamn band. So I've got to give my dad the CD of that as well. We have to listen to the CD because it's fucking brilliant. Really, really good. Kevin's losing a lot of weight, by the way. She is. She's been a good girl. Well, actually, she ran. She she ran. Easy. Oh, he's a good kid. He's a good kid. Oh, yes, I'm such a good kid. Might have to take her out for a bit actually because I think she needs another one. We'll be fine. We give her 15 minutes and then we'll go. Yeah, 15 minutes and we'll go. Not yet. We're not going out yet. We'll go out soon. After I've had a little chat with these guys and then we'll go. Because we're going to be out for about an hour, so we're going to stay for about an hour tonight, guys. I'm not going to stay too long. 10 minutes and then we'll deal with it. What else was I going to say to you guys as well? Yeah. If you guys remember Alan Joyce, I haven't spoke to him for over a couple of months ago now. I had a message from somebody saying, "Have you heard from Alan, the guy who used to watch your live shows?" I haven't heard from him I haven't heard from him for ages. I still have his number though, but I haven't spoke to him for over about how long has it been now? About over 3 years now. Since 3 years ago, since the last show of Rock Show Live ended. Yeah, because Rock Show Live ended in 2016. And then it was 2 years after that. I didn't speak to him over about 3 years now. Pretty quiet guy, he is. He isn't it, my pet? She says, "Take me out now." Yeah, we'll go in a minute. Yeah, guys, so just all come here for a few minutes just to talk to you guys and just tell you I'm fine. Everything is good. Like I say on Wednesdays, I normally either come on or go off, but I'm kind of like half and half, and it's kind of like we'll do it tonight. So talk about anything else. So everybody's anyway. I watched the video this morning from I don't know if you guys know this guy, but I tell you what, he's brilliant. This guy called what's he called? 8-bit, the 8-bit guy. He's called, and 8-bit keys as well. He runs 2 channels that he likes. And he did a video of this brilliant video he did. He filmed it he went to Germany for free. It was all paid for. Paid for the room. Didn't pay anything for it. And he went to this place, which is the biggest place in Germany I've ever seen. Which is it's what is it? It's a keyboard musicians studio big thing. Extravaganza, what it was called. Fabulous video, and it was really free of charge to go in, and it was actually free to actually make music as well and produce something. And it was very interesting. That Angus Younger Jensen guy, and what his name is anyway, he's really good. Like him a lot. He's a very good guy. He does a lot of the electronic music, sort of thing. That's not my sort of thing, but very interesting guy. He is very interesting. And a while before I came on the live stream, I've been listening to a guy called Keith Mansfield. I probably spoke about this guy before, but I was listening to one of his tracks. Now you have to realize this guy goes way back to like the days of 1960 music, and he's still alive today. And anyway, yesterday I was talking about record labels and like how the record labels started out. Well, I was interested about this guy Keith Mansfield, who did the he did the music for Channel 4, and he was pushed by Channel 4 to do some new music as well, and do his whole repertoire of music in it. And this guy called Keith Mansfield used to be part of the new beat movement in the 60s, and he was brilliant. He was a arranger, producer, and he was a great thing. Here's a label called KPM, which was Keith, Paul, and Mansfield records, and he had a library of stuff from things, but all the library was basically all it was for commercialized. It wasn't available to the public. And it's very weird how that song Force Field that I did last year with my vocoder in the song. I can't believe that is a Keith Mansfield tribute to him. And not to say that I just loved the song. I just love that instrumental he did. But it needs to be a longer version of that song anyway, which is really cool. And a very good guy. There's one track that I think it might be Mansfield's song actually that I've heard, and it's just like a fanfare kind of song. It's really good. Good guy is. But whether I'll get the rights to use Forcefield, I don't know yet. We'll see. Metal 101's here. Hello, my man. How are you? Northern Metalhead was asking after you yesterday. Wonder where you were. We've probably been working and stuff as well. Congratulations, by the way. I forgot to mention this last night, guys. This is something I need to mention. Chris got he's working for a webzine company now, and he is doing well. It's very shocking how it's came around actually, because Metal 101's become to be a good channel now, and he's getting with his great views and everything else. He is now getting in. He's an editor for a webzine magazine company, and he's doing an online. He's doing an online magazine thing, and so that was a great shot in the dark for him as well. We've got a song from Gothic Songbook 2 that I was working on the other week. I actually haven't started doing it yet, but we will. There's a song called Shot in the Dark, Shot in the Night, and it's a really old song, but I love the arrangement for it, and it's like knives and stuck to the brim. It's cool. Have you seen my website? The last time I saw your website was last week. I haven't seen it recently. I'll have a look now actually. What's the website address again? Is it Wix? Is it Wix.com? Is it? You have to give me the link, mate, and give me the link because I don't know what the link is for it. You should give us the link on here, and I'll have a look at it. And I'll put it into my thing. But his website, guys, is really getting good as well. Oh, actually, hang on. Oh, hold on a minute. I've got a link in here, haven't I? Yep. Hold on a second. Have I got the link in my chat? I think I have. Yes, I have. Yes, I do have it. I do have it. Yes, I have got it here. The website. Yep. I've got it. Let's get rid of this. Who got his business going on? I'm going to have to go, guys, soon because my doggy is really wanting to go out. Put everything on it. Oh, you've changed the front. Oh my God. Oh, you've done it a bit similar to what my channel as well. Oh, that's great. Beautiful, beautiful. I love the front. I love the front of it. I think the front is great. That is really good. You really need to get yourself a domain name though. I've got my domain name I bought my domain name a couple of months ago actually. And Artists Metal 101, I like that. The band's artists. Well, you should actually change that. You should give me a tip, Chris. Right, change that tag artists to something else, but keep the heading underneath, right? Because it does work. Demon on the Wall, that's absolutely fine. It's the artists / Metal 101. That doesn't work. It should be artists, and then underneath you should have Metal 101 underneath it, and then the other one after that one. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that's a bit confusing. That is, because I always keep thinking artists Metal 101 is that a band? Because that's a bit, you know what I mean. So that could be something to figure out. That Demon on the Wall, videos 1 to 4, 5 to 8, very nice. Contact, yeah, contact us for this. The team. Yeah, Mr. Metal. Gemma is the Hobbit. Photos, camera, and video editing. Lovely. And you've got links in there for your Facebook page and your Twitter. That's really good. More pages. Yes, he's also started to do his own timeline as well on his YouTube. I can't really show the thing because my capture's crap. But, yeah. What you should do on the more pages, instead of having more pages than that, because all you're doing is you're clicking that thing and it only comes with nothing on it. You should just actually put on there my history of black metal, and underneath it put other links as well, because there's nothing on the if you got no more pages, that just gives you a link to it. So you shouldn't have a link on that. You should actually have an off link and then basically have that underneath. But apart from that, mate, it looks really good. It looks a lot better than last time. That is really, really good indeed. Yes, then we'll go on in a minute. Yes, you need to check her out. I've still got work to do on the website. But apart from that, mate, it looks great. I think you should also, here's another thing for you as well. Front page, you should and I mean the logo's brilliant. You should when you get the chance, you should put your own. You should move that logo for the King logo. You should put that logo on the top of it, so everybody knows that it's on the page all the time. So it would be a little logo for yourself. Look at my page, mate, and take some idea of my page. Because I'll tell you what, it'd be worth watching for that. Okay, guys. Right, well, that's all I'm going to have to do, guys. I'm afraid. I'm going to come in for the stream. I'm afraid, because it's just going to be time for me to take her up because she needs to go for a bloody walk. Anyway, guys, that's definitely for me now. I'll see you guys on Saturday for the live stream, and we'll keep updated on everything that's going on. And I'll have to go, guys. And sorry it's a short stream, but I have to go, guys. So see you later, guys, and have a good night. Bye.